Long hair after 60 can be absolutely stunning. Soft, feminine, expressive, and full of personality. But here's the truth many mature women quietly wonder about. Is my long hair still flattering me, or is it unintentionally aging me? And that question is completely normal, because hair is not just hair. It's identity, it's confidence, it's the way you show the world who you are today, not who you were 20 years ago. But here's the catch. Even the most beautiful long hair can lose its charm when a few small mistakes go unnoticed for years. Maybe the shape is outdated. Maybe the length is dragging your features down. Maybe the color is dull, or the texture has gone flat. These changes happen gradually. So gradually that you barely notice them, until suddenly something doesn't feel quite right in the mirror. Today, we're going to uncover the 7 long hair mistakes women over 60 make without realizing it, and more importantly, how to fix each one with elegance, softness, and modern style. You do not need to cut your hair short. You simply need the right shape, the right movement, and the right care to keep your long hair vibrant and youthful. Ready? Let's bring your long hair back to life, one smart tweak at a time. For many women over 60, long hair feels like a familiar comfort, something we've carried through decades of memories, phases, and versions of ourselves. But the challenge is this. When long hair grows past a certain point without any shape, structure, or movement, it stops enhancing your natural beauty and starts overwhelming it. And the tricky part is, this doesn't happen overnight. It changes slowly, quietly, month by month, until one day the hair no longer frames the face. It hides it. Excessively long, heavy, straight-down hair tends to pull the entire silhouette downward. Instead of softness, we get weight. Instead of movement, we get a curtain effect. And instead of highlighting your facial features, the eyes, cheekbones, smile, the hair actually dulls them. This is one of the biggest aging mistakes long-haired women over 60 make without ever realizing it. But here is the beautiful truth. You don't have to cut your hair short to fix this. What you need is shape, intentional length, thoughtful flow, and a design that follows your natural hair texture. Layers are your best friend here. Not choppy, outdated layers, but soft, long layers that create subtle movement and lift. They break up the heaviness, add airiness, and restore a sense of youthfulness without sacrificing length. When done right, layers make your hair sway when you walk, catch the light beautifully, and make the entire look feel lighter and more elegant. Next, consider the ends. Many women unknowingly hold on to old length even when the bottom 5 or 6 inches have lost elasticity, shine, or health. Trimming just a little, 1 or 2 inches, can dramatically improve the overall silhouette. Clean, lightly textured ends bring life back to the hairstyle, while ragged, heavy ends drag it down. Maintenance also matters. A flattering long cut needs a refresh every 8 to 12 weeks. Not a major chop, simply maintaining the intention of the shape. This small commitment keeps your hairstyle modern, structured, and youthful. Think of it like tailoring your hair the way you'd tailor a blazer. The right piece enhances your body. The right shape enhances your hair and your confidence. When long hair follows your face shape rather than swallowing it, everything becomes softer, brighter, and more expressive. And that's what long hair after 60 should be. Expressive, elegant, and full of vitality. Never heavy, never shapeless, never dull. One of the most surprising things I see with long-haired women over 60 is this. Many believe the straighter the hair, the more elegant the look. And while sleek, polished hair can feel sophisticated, the problem begins when the hair becomes too straight, stiff, heavy, glued down, or stripped of its natural movement. That stiff, flattened look doesn't read elegant. It reads tired. As we age, our hair naturally loses some of its bounce and elasticity. When we combine that with frequent blowouts, flat irons, keratin treatments, or heavy creams that promise smoothness, the result is hair that looks lifeless. The scalp can appear oily while the ends look dry. The hair stops swaying when you walk, and instead of lifting the face, it drags everything downward, the exact opposite of what women over 60 need for a fresh, youthful appearance. But movement is magic. Movement is youth. Movement is softness. When hair flows, lifts, and reacts to light, it brings vitality to the entire face. The first step to correcting stiffness is understanding your real texture. Are you slightly wavy? Let those waves show. Do you have natural volume at the roots? Don't fight it. Celebrate it. Many women over 60 straighten their hair not because they prefer it straight, but because it seems easier. Yet embracing natural pattern almost always results in a fresher, more modern look. Lightweight styling products are essential. Think soft mousse, airy curl activators, featherlight leave-ins. Nothing sticky, nothing greasy. These products support the hair instead of suffocating it. They allow the hair to move instead of forcing it into a rigid shape. A gentle refresh in your haircut helps too. Even long hair benefits from subtle blended layers, especially around the crown and mid-lengths. This lifts the hair off the scalp, creates air pockets that allow natural bounce, and prevents that helmet effect so common with overly straightened styles. The goal isn't volume everywhere, just enough movement to make the hair look alive again. And let's talk about styling habits. Many women flatten hair because they think it makes them look more put together. But the truth is, mature beauty shines through softness, not stiffness. A little root lift, a rounded blowout, or soft waves just at the ends create an effortless elegance that never looks done, yet always looks refined. Remember, long hair after 60 isn't about being perfect. It's about being expressive. When the hair can move, it mirrors your gestures, your energy, your personality. It brings youthfulness without pretending to be young. It brings confidence without trying too hard. That is the kind of hair that lights up your face and your presence. Color is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools a woman over 60 can use, yet it's also one of the easiest to overlook. Many women keep the same color routine they had 10, 20, even 30 years ago. While their skin tone, hair texture, and natural pigmentation are changing with time. And when the color doesn't evolve with you, the hair can quickly start to look flat, faded, brassy, or simply tired. This is especially true for long hair. The longer the hair, the more noticeable the uneven tones, the oxidation, and the dryness become. And when the color lacks definition, the entire silhouette loses impact. Instead of brightening your face, it begins to wash you out. Gray hair is a beautiful statement. Elegant, modern, confident. But gray hair only looks stunning when it's intentional. Neglected grays, yellowish streaks, or dull silver can unintentionally age even the most stylish woman. That's why maintenance is everything. If you are embracing your natural silver, purple, or blue shampoos should be your closest companions. They neutralize brassiness and keep the cool, icy tone that makes gray hair glow. Hydration is equally important. Gray strands tend to be drier, so weekly deep conditioning masks and a nourishing oil or serum can make all the difference. For women who prefer coloring, choosing the right shade is crucial. And overly dark tones are rarely flattering after 60. Very dark hair can harden facial features and create harsh contrast against softer, mature skin. Instead, opt for colors that bring softness and light. Light brown, honey blonde, soft copper, golden beige, mushroom brown, or blended highlights. These shades add dimension and lift without overwhelming your natural beauty. Highlights especially are your secret weapon. Thoughtfully placed, they create glow around the face, add movement to long hair and make the entire style look more youthful. Avoid flat, single-process color. Real elegance comes from nuance, subtle transitions, soft multi-tones, and light that naturally catches as you move. Another key element is hair health. Even the prettiest color loses its charm on brittle or dull hair. Use products that protect against UV damage, pollution, and heat styling. A simple gloss treatment or clear shine coat can instantly revive long hair, making it look fresher, brighter, and more polished. Color should reflect who you are today. It should lift your complexion, energize your features, and make your long hair feel alive again. When you choose the right shade, or maintain your gray with intention, everything becomes more harmonious. The eyes sparkle more, the skin looks more radiant, and your long hair becomes a signature of confidence rather than a source of frustration. This is what color should do after 60. Enhance, illuminate, and celebrate your beauty. Never hide it. One of the most subtle ways long hair can age a woman over 60 is repetition. Wearing the exact same hairstyle day after day, year after year, without ever noticing how it slowly drains energy from the overall look. And it's understandable. Routine is comforting. The low bun works. The simple ponytail works. Pulling everything back tightly keeps the hair controlled, but it also keeps the style static. The problem isn't the hairstyle itself, it's the monotony. When hair stays in the same position, with the same part, at the same height and the same tightness, it eventually stops flattering the face. It flattens the crown, tightens the features, and emphasizes fine lines around the temples and forehead. Instead of softening the face, it exposes everything too harshly. And because mature hair is naturally thinner around the hairline, tight daily hairstyles can even add unnecessary tension and breakage. The goal is not to abandon your favorite styles, it's to breathe new life into them. Start with something simple. Loosen up your everyday bun. That tiny softness, a few face-framing pieces, a little lift at the crown, can change the entire energy of the look. A slightly undone bun suggests ease, confidence, and effortless charm. For long-haired women over 60, this softness is incredibly flattering. If you normally part your hair down the middle, try shifting it a little to the side. This instantly changes the framing around the face, brightens the eyes, and adds dimension. For some women, this one adjustment creates a surprising mini lift effect. Half-up styles are another beautiful option, especially for long hair. They allow you to enjoy the length without the heaviness near the face. A small clip, a twist, or a soft tie can make the hair look more intentional and polished. These styles also open the face while maintaining the feminine flow of long strands down the back. Don't underestimate accessories. A silk scarf wrapped loosely around a ponytail, a velvet scrunchie, a minimalist gold barrette. These tiny additions can completely transform your look without adding effort. Accessories also help tell the story of your personal style. Bohemian, classic, modern, quiet, luxury. Your hair can communicate all of it. And then there are braids. Not overly tight, not overly complicated. Simple, delicate braids that add interest and texture. A loose side braid, a crown braid, or tiny braided sections combined with waves can make long hair feel fresh again without losing its softness. Changing your hairstyle does something deeper than altering your appearance. It refreshes how you feel in your own presence. When your long hair reflects the energy you want to show the world, it becomes a source of expression, not a habit. And that's what true, elegant style after 60 should be: intentional, alive, and endlessly evolving. One of the biggest reasons long-haired women over 60 feel stuck with a hairstyle is simple: fear. Fear of looking too different. Fear of losing femininity. Fear of regretting a change. Fear of stepping outside the comfort of a look you've had for years. But here's the truth very few people talk about. Staying the same can age you just as much as, if not more than, a haircut you're unsure about. Long hair can be incredibly flattering, but only when it works with your face, not against it. Every face changes with time. Our features soften, our skin tone shifts, our jawline becomes more delicate, and our expression grows more meaningful. When hair remains exactly the same for decades, while the face evolves, the balance disappears. What once highlighted your beauty may now be dimming it. That's why taking small, gentle risks can be transformative. You don't need a dramatic makeover or a drastic cut. What you need is intentional shaping. For round faces, adding longer layers along the sides subtly elongates the face and creates a modern vertical line. For longer faces, soft curtain bangs or gentle front pieces bring balance and warmth. For square faces, blended layers soften angles beautifully. These aren't big risks. They are smart refinements. A skilled stylist will look beyond the surface. They'll consider your texture, lifestyle, personality, and even your wardrobe. The best hairstyles for mature women aren't about trends. They're about harmony. How your hair interacts with your facial structure, your outfits, and the energy you carry. Styling also matters. Many women think volume is risky, but the truth is, even a touch of lift at the crown can act like a natural facelift. Soft waves at the ends add movement without looking done. A gentle side sweep opens the face and lifts your expression. These are micro changes that have macro impact. And remember, hair grows, always. A fresh idea, a new angle, a tweak in length. None of it is permanent. But the confidence you gain from seeing yourself in a new light can be lasting. Sometimes a small change becomes the spark that reconnects you with the woman you've always been, or the woman you're becoming now. Taking a small risk doesn't mean abandoning your identity. It means reclaiming your presence. It means saying, my style is allowed to evolve. And when your long hair reflects your current chapter, not an old one, it enhances your natural beauty with strength and grace. Long hair after 60 has infinite possibilities. The only limit is the courage to explore them, even just a little. One of the most persistent myths surrounding women over 60 is the idea that long hair equals femininity, and that anything shorter somehow takes that softness away. It's a belief carried from childhood to adulthood, reinforced by movies, culture, and decades of beauty messaging. So many women hold on to long lengths, not because it still flatters them, but because they fear losing a part of their identity. But femininity is not a length. It's an energy. The way your hair moves, the way it frames your expression, the way it reflects confidence rather than hesitation. Long hair can absolutely be feminine after 60, but only when you choose it intentionally, not out of fear or habit. The truth is, many women don't realize that medium or slightly shorter lengths can be even more graceful, more youthful, and more flattering than heavy, shapeless long hair. A modern lob, a soft shoulder-length cut, or long hair with elevated layers can reveal the neck, highlight the jawline, and brighten the entire face, all while keeping a gentle, feminine flow. Think about clothing. A dress that fit beautifully years ago may not fit the same today. You wouldn't blame yourself. You'd simply find a version that suits who you are now. Hair is no different. It is allowed to evolve with you. For example, a woman with very fine hair may notice that long lengths make the strands appear thinner and more separated. A refined shoulder-length cut with light layering could instantly restore fullness and volume. Another woman with strong silver hair may discover that a mid-length style brings sparkle and freshness to her color, allowing it to shine instead of looking weighed down. And someone with a longer face shape might find that soft front layers or a gentle fringe create balance, adding femininity far more effectively than long hair ever did. What matters is how the hair interacts with your features, not how many inches it measures. Let's also talk about lifestyle. Many women over 60 lead active, vibrant lives, traveling, walking, caring for grandchildren, enjoying hobbies, volunteering, socializing. When the hair is long but high maintenance, tangled or constantly pulled back, it stops being a source of joy and becomes a chore. A shape that works with your routine, not against it, is what truly supports your beauty at this chapter of life. And here's the most freeing part. Choosing a different length does not diminish your femininity. It can actually reveal it. The confidence in your eyes, the softness in your smile, the elegance in your movement. These are the real markers of feminine energy. A haircut cannot take them away. In fact, the right haircut often amplifies them. Long hair after 60 should be worn because it flatters you, empowers you, and expresses who you are right now. Not because of a rule written decades ago. Femininity is not attached to length. It's attached to you, and it grows stronger when you embrace change with grace. Of all the long hair mistakes women over 60 make, this one is the most emotional, staying the same because change feels scary. Not because you love your hair exactly as it is, but because you fear what might happen if you try something new. What if the cut is too short? What if people comment? What if you don't look like yourself anymore? But here's the truth. No one tells us. Refusing to change often creates a bigger disconnect than the change itself. Your hair stays frozen in time while you continue growing, evolving, experiencing life in new ways. Eventually, your reflection stops matching the woman you've become, and that creates a quiet kind of dissatisfaction. Not dramatic, not painful, but persistent. Long hair is beautiful, yes. But even a beautiful style can lose its magic when it hasn't been refreshed in decades. Many women unintentionally keep the same cut from their 40s or even 30s, thinking it's the safe option. But safety and stagnation often look the same in the mirror. The key here isn't a drastic transformation. It's permission. Permission to explore. Permission to update. Permission to let your outer appearance match your inner evolution. Start small. Shorten the length by just an inch or two. Add soft layers around the face. Shift the part. Introduce a bit of movement. Try a soft fringe that highlights your eyes. These gentle changes can breathe life into your entire presence without taking you away from who you are. A great hairstylist can help guide the process. They understand bone structure, natural texture, and lifestyle. And they know how to create subtle transitions instead of shocking ones. They can evaluate exactly how much to change so your long hair still feels like you, only fresher, lighter, more expressive. Think of it this way. You don't wear the same clothes you wore 20 years ago, even if they were beautiful. Not because you've lost anything, but because you've become more. Your taste is more refined. Your confidence is different. Your life is richer. Why shouldn't your hair evolve with you? Change isn't the enemy. Fear is. And once you take even the smallest step, a trim, a layer, a new texture, something shifts inside you. You feel energized, more modern, more aligned with the woman you are today. Hair tells stories, and the most powerful stories come from women who aren't afraid to grow, reinvent, and rediscover themselves at any age. Long hair after 60 can be elegant, youthful, and stunning. But it becomes truly transformative when you allow it to evolve. Change doesn't make you too different. It simply lets you finally see the woman you've already become. Long hair after 60 is not a rule, not a limitation, not a stereotype. It is a choice, a powerful, personal, expressive choice. And what makes it truly beautiful is not the length itself, but the intention behind it. When your hair reflects the woman you are today, confident, modern, evolving, It becomes one of your most elegant features. The truth is, every stage of life brings new beauty. Your eyes soften, your smile grows wiser, your presence becomes stronger. Your hair deserves to evolve along with you. Whether you prefer long hair, mid-length styles, or something refreshingly new, what matters is that it feels authentic, light, and aligned with your lifestyle today. If this video showed you even one small change you can make, a new layer, a healthier color, a fresh parting, a softer movement, then you are already on the path to rediscovering your own version of beauty. Because style after 60 is not about looking younger. It is about looking like the best, most intentional version of yourself. And remember this, you never have to fear change. Hair grows, style evolves, confidence expands. Allowing yourself to try something new can be the spark that brings back the joy, excitement, and personality hiding behind years of routine. If today's video inspired you in any way, make sure to like the video and share it with another woman who deserves to feel beautiful at every age. Tell me in the comments which mistake surprised you the most and what change you're ready to try first. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to join this community of women who celebrate their beauty, their strength, and their growth at every chapter of life.